Oh yeah, whoa. Look, they can never keep me down, I'm going. And if I ever fail, just know I'll go again. I never quit, cause I know that every loss may lead to another win. I'm going up. I bet when I land, they gon' tell me it's luck again. See that I'm winning, it's harder to watch. I'm setting the stage, you should give me my props. You ain't got no soul, you lacking the spirit. You talk out your neck, I'ma show you I'm with it. I would really hate for you to sit and watch me win again and win again and win again. I know it's probably getting on me and win a synonym. So if I ever win again, just know I did the minimum. I didn't have to sell my soul. Oh, yeah. Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came to me. Whoa, who the best in this thing? Tell them, yeah, that's me. Tell them who bring the vibe, say, yeah, that's me. Who make it flip, make it bang, ooh, yeah, that's me. Who make the party feel alive, tell them, yeah, that's me. My girl's so proud of your boy when they ask, is that your man? Yeah, that's me. And if I'm taking a shot, I don't miss. Who knew I would be at the top like this? And no one made my goals for me, but I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Cause it's the path that God chose for me. So even if some doors close for me, I still won't let y'all close to me. So please step back where you supposed to be. Put the game all on hold for me. And sit back, watch me grows to be. It's in my genes, I'm better than them. And I know my flow's too sick, I got the medicine. I'm waking the...
What's up, everybody? My name is Pete O'Neill Jr. Welcome to another Wolfpack. Tonight, we're talking about throwing in the towel. When is it appropriate to throw in the towel? When is it appropriate to give up? And just as a bit of housekeeping, I'm using my built-in microphone on my computer. Normally, I'm speaking into a professional microphone, and it sounds all nice. But tonight, I am using the mighty built-in microphone on my laptop. So it's not going to sound the greatest, but sometimes you just have to make it do what it do, baby. Make it do what it do. You got to work with what you got. This is what I got right now. I'm not in the best space, and I'm using the built-in mic. But you know what? As they say, the show must go on. So we're talking about when is it appropriate to throw in the towel. And, a lot of us working on things. We're trying to achieve and accomplish different things, like maybe you're trying to work out and change your body. Maybe you're trying to learn a new skill. This guy is a blacksmith. He's working in a forge, and that's an anvil. I don't know how to do any of that. This person's an electrician, right? Or maybe you're trying to be a musician or a producer, right? These are things that take skill. These are things that you have to learn. So when is it okay to give up? When you're trying to learn something new, when you're trying to work on something, when is it okay to give up? If it's not working out the way you thought, when is it okay to give up? And I'm not going to keep you guys for a long time because I'm hungry. My wife is cooking. I smell something upstairs. It smells good. I'm always hungry. That's not good. I need to be working out like that first guy. So, when is it okay to give up? Right? So I made this little chart here. On the left, keep pushing. On the right, pivot. So I just like to come out the gate and say, I don't recommend just giving up. Right? When you think about give up, you're like, I'm done. I'm just going to walk away. Not even going to think about it anymore. Not going to think about pushing. Not going to think about trying to make a change. Maybe I was going to start a side hustle. Maybe I wanted to start a business. Maybe I wanted to do something different in life. But you know what? Things aren't working out the way I thought they would. Now the job's not looking so bad after all. I think I'm going to stay here and tough it out another 10, 15, 20 years until I retire. But then when you think about it, when you get to that point, when you look back, are you going to be satisfied? Sometimes regret is one of the worst things. You think, man, I really should have kept pushing. So rather than give up, I think we can answer that first question. When is it okay to give up? I think it's okay to give up when you're taking that last breath and your family's standing around you and you've given it all you got and you're moving on to the next world. I think that's the only time it's okay to give up. So I would like to say that instead of giving up, we pivot. So on the left, we've got keep pushing. And on the right, we have pivot, right? So when do we do each of those things? Well, let's say you're working on something, right? Let's say you're working on a project, or let's say you're trying to start a business. Let's say you're trying to learn a new skill, whatever it is, right? Sometimes you're going to experience minor setbacks. Man, I was trying to learn how to become an electrician. I didn't get accepted into the school that I wanted, the trade school that I wanted to go to. Or, hey, I was in the school and I was, drawing money out of this account. The account went dry. I don't have any money left. And I don't know how I'm going to pay for the next semester. Those are setbacks, right? Those are setbacks. Don't give up. You got to keep pushing. Sometimes setbacks are just there to discourage you, to keep you from working on the thing that you know you're supposed to be doing. Another thing, don't give up when you see the finish line. A lot of times we just get tired. We get tired. We can see the finish line, but we're just done. We don't even know how we're going to make it. If you've ever watched people run a marathon and you see them on that last stretch and they're just like, they're just running and then like pushing as hard as they can. They're like, if I just run just a little further, it's only another 100 meters. I just gotta make it. I came this far. I ran 30 miles already. All I gotta do is just run another few feet. Sometimes you just gotta push. You can collapse after you cross the finish line and take a break. You can get some water. Sometimes you just gotta keep moving. Number 3, you like what you do. Man, I just love being a musician. I love playing the bass guitar. That's actually what I do. I love playing the bass. I tell you, when I first started playing the guitar, my hands hurt. Talk about cramps. Talk about everything. I mean, hurt. Trying to figure out how to get my fingers around the neck of the guitar and playing for any length of time, it hurt. And then the practice of just sitting down with the amp and sitting down with music and just trying to go over it. It was just a lot, but I loved it. I still do. I still love playing the guitar. Any chance I get, I love playing the bass. So if you like what you're doing, even if you are pushing towards something new, but you're enjoying it, you definitely want to keep pushing. And then if you see yourself being good at something, or even if you're not good at it because you just started, but you're getting better, keep pushing. Keep pushing. The hardest day is always day one. If you're trying to lose weight, hardest day is always day one. If you're trying to eat better, hardest day is day one. If you're trying to stop drinking or smoking, hardest day is day one. Hardest day. The hardest day is the first day. After that, it gets easier. So then when do you pivot? When do you say, you know what, this is not working out the way I thought? Big Pete said, don't give up, but I got to pivot. Pivoting can mean maybe I'm working on one thing. There's something that's adjacent to it, or maybe there's something else I thought I wanted to try. If thing A is not working out, maybe I need to kind of shift focus onto thing B and work on that. It's not that I've given up. It's not that I've failed. It's that, you know what, I'm readjusting. If you're trying to start a business and you're bleeding cash, it might be time to pivot. It might be time to pivot. If you're starting a business and it is doing the opposite of what you intended to do, which is make money, then maybe it's time to start rethinking things. It's never really smart to just keep pouring money into something and it's got a hole in the bottom. You're not making any progress and you're actually going backwards. Because now your business has turned into a hobby. It's not making you money. It's costing you money. Number 2 would be homework life has an imbalance, right? Maybe you can't pay your bills because of the thing you're working on. Maybe your spouse or your significant other or your kids, they're suffering. You can't spend time with them, or there's some need in your home that's not being met. Maybe it's taking away from your job. There's some imbalance in your life, and it's directly attributed to what you're working on. It might be time to pivot. Number 3, I'm unhappy. I'm just generally unhappy. I don't like it. This is not what I thought it was going to be. I'm unhappy. You know what? Why be unhappy? Life is short, and we don't know how short it's going to be. I want to live to be 100 plus. I would love that. But you don't know. Maybe you get 90 years. Maybe you get 85. Some people get 60. Some people get 20 or 30. You don't know. So why be unhappy with the years and time that you have? Pivot. And lastly, time and practice have not helped you improve. If you're working on something and time and practice have not helped you get better, and you know you've been putting time into something, like you're trying to become an electrician and you just can't figure it out. You're like, which wire is the hot one? And you've been doing it now for like a year and you don't know which wire is the hot one. Maybe you know you don't need to be an electrician. Maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. So that's just something to consider. Here we are. When is it okay to give up? So just to recap, I feel like it's never really okay to give up. You either keep pushing or you pivot to something else. only give up when you die. If you're not gone off this world, you need to be working on something and striving towards something and always trying to make yourself better. I kept it under 10 minutes. This has been another episode of Wolf Pack. I hope you guys are well. Hope you're doing good. Make sure to stay locked into this page for more of these videos. I don't really have a cadence for when I do them. I just do them when I do them. So if you want to know when they're coming out, you got to follow me. Hope you guys are blessed. Take care.